All right, so we're getting ready for the game tonight, and we've got a couple of guests with us here on the set right now. Jim, it's Alison, Herr, and her father, Tommy.
Yep.
Correct, guys? Thanks for coming on. What we want to talk about, we've actually talked about this a number of times during the course of the season so far, and that what we're mentioning is organ transplant and organ donation, those things. And now, Alison, you have been part of this, correct? I mean, you had a liver transplant, correct?
Yeah.
That was probably pretty tough experience, huh?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. What about for you, Tommy, just having to go through that process?
It was a scary experience. I mean, from day one when she was born with biliary atresia. 17 days she had a surgery, 70% chance it works, 30% chance it doesn't. She fell into the 30% chance range. We lived with it for a year. They were talking about donation, and she was going to need a liver. And at the age of 1, she finally got put on the transplant list. A year and a half later, we received our phone call, and we went to Cincinnati Children's Hospital, and we're fortunate enough to have a donor that donated a liver to Alison. So we thank all donors around and for a healthy child.
Yeah, Tommy, you answered part of my next question. Was we always hear the stories about some people having to wait so long. Of course, she was very young. So, what did you have to go through, and how long did you actually have to wait?
We waited 2.5 years. She was 2.5 years old, and it's, sleepless nights, and, they always called her a healthy sick. But if you looked at some pictures of her when she was little, she was very, very jaundiced. She was feeding tube dependent. Her growth was stunted a little bit, but she was still active, and she was bouncing around like any other normal child. And even walking into the operating room that morning or that afternoon, we got the phone call at midnight. Surgery is supposed to be in the morning. It got delayed until 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but she turned around and she took the nurses and the doctor's hand, and she walked into the operating room just like a trooper. And that night after surgery, the doctors came out and says, we don't know why she walked in. So,
wow.
But
that is awesome.
She is a good story. She is a very good story.
Now, I got to ask, you threw out the first pitch not too long ago here at Fifth Third Field, huh? How nerve-wracking was that for you? Were you nervous?
And it was my birthday.
It was your birthday. Wow. And you were throwing out the first pitch? How'd you do out there?
Well, I did pretty good. I threw very far.
Oh, very nice. And as a parent, you were certainly proud of her
we were proud
go
of her.
to that level, right?
That was one night that Life Connection of Ohio had their appreciation. There was 40 volunteers down there. Along with that, we found out Wednesday or Thursday that she was going to throw out the first pitch. So we kind of had a family birthday party down. So Alison had 40 family members and friends that came down and watched the game too. And there's not a bad seat in the house, and we just enjoyed the game.
It's amazing. We've talked about the numbers before of, how much better technology is getting on such things like this. And, it just goes to show you how important it is to continue to donate, right?
Yes, it is. It is very, very important. And some of the doctors are taking a little step farther. They're having a study now where they're trying to take them off their rejection medicine. Alison's on a rejection medicine, takes it twice a day. And fortunate enough that the doctor that did our surgery has asked us to be part of it. So we've got another scary 9 months coming in front of us where they're going to try to wean her off the medicine, but they're going to keep an eye on her, every 2 weeks, draw blood and stuff like that, and in order to maintain her healthiness. And so we've got an exciting 9 months coming, and scary 9 months, but
scary exciting.
Exactly.
Yes, but certainly, congratulations on how it's gone to this point, and certainly we hope the best for you. And good job throwing out the first pitch, huh? Fantastic stuff. All right, want to remind you the website as well. We've got it there for you. It's www.donatelifeohio.org. If you want to get involved more in organ donation, very important stuff. We'll continue to talk about it all season long.